welcome to day 3. It's been a day. So today we're going to talk about, the verses today was from Proverbs 27, 9 through 10. And the theme for today is about his presence in my friendships. I think about my friendships, and I don't know about you, but one thing I really love about friendships, and it's very personal to me, and what I really like is friendships are like a family that you have chosen. It's a chosen family. Like, you choose your friends. You get to pick who you let into your vulnerable space. And your family, you don't get to choose that. They're just your family. And sometimes we know that families have pretty interesting dynamics. And so, but your friends, it's pretty interesting as well. But you get to choose those. And how interesting is it that we started with saying, we want God's presence in me, in my thoughts. And then yesterday we talked about God's presence in my family. And today it talks about God's presence with my friendships. And in Proverbs 27, 9, 10, it says, perfume and incense bring joy to the heart, and the pleasantness of a friend springs from their heartfelt advice. And then it goes on to verse 10, and it says, do not forsake your friend or a friend of your family, and do not go to your relative's house when disaster strikes you. Better a neighbor nearby than a relative far away. I have some friends that I wouldn't change for the world. There's been some moments. I have a friend that I would go to her house and I would love to go into her refrigerator and then take a nap. I would do that all the time. I would actually send pictures of myself eating their food and taking a nap in their house and send it to her, because that's how awesome and how safe and how blessed and loved I felt that I could do something like that. I have another friend that I would sit there and just laugh and laugh and laugh and laugh and laugh and laugh. And when I was reading these verses, it really reminded me of that. And that being with these friends, and I have a couple others that are amazing as well, but those two incidents always bring joy to me. And it brings me back to this verse where it says, perfume and incense brings joy to the heart, and the pleasantness of a friend. And I have a lot of pleasant moments with my friends, and I always just look at that, and I'm so grateful and thankful for those moments. And I pray that I can be that to someone else as well, that I could be a place of joy and peace and happiness, and that through my relationship with God, through renewing my thoughts and my emotion and checking them and aligning them, and the way that I am in leading my family or bringing God to my family, to my home, that I may also be able to bring God to my friends, that I could, in those moments, I can share Jesus with them, that as I get closer, I want them to get closer. But you know what? Just as they get closer, I want them to bring me closer. And so that we can sharpen one another, we can help one another. And just like we know that, sometimes perfumes are pretty expensive and they cost a lot. And sometimes maintaining a friendship costs a lot, but the rewards from that is priceless. The benefits that we get from that is amazing. And when you read the second verse where it says, do not forsake your friend or a friend of your family, and do not go to a relative's house when disaster strikes you. Better a neighbor nearby than a relative far away. I have relatives that are very far away, and I would go there every day if I could, but they're far. And I pray that just as I have those moments, that they can have those moments too, that we can all just remember that we need one another. At the end of the day, we need one another. It tells us right here, and it shows us right here that friendships are valuable. There's a cost for our friendships. Not everyone should have access to our place of vulnerability. Not everyone should be able to see all of that. But we can't live alone. We can't do things. We can't do life by ourselves. We have to be able to do it with someone else. So look at some of your friends, love on them, share on them, give them the God that is within you. And a lot of times you feel like, well, I'm not Christian enough. I don't know the Bible enough. I don't go to church enough. You can go on that list of things. But you know what? Just take a deep breath. Exhale. God is in you. Share it with your friends. Don't be ashamed. You don't have to sit there and preach the Beatitudes and preach the Gospels, and live it. The Jesus that is in you, give it to your friends. Sometimes our friends are going through some times that they don't even know that they need it. but you know that they need it. Just like sometimes we don't know that we need it, but sometimes our friends can see that in us and they give it to us. So I encourage you today to look at your friends list, not the people that like your post, but your genuine, or all the friends list that we have on social media, but really look at your friends and love on them. Some of them need some extra love and care and some attention and some Jesus. Some Jesus. Okay? So remember, Proverbs 27:9. Perfume and incense brings joy to your heart, and the pleasantness of a friend springs from your heartfelt advice. Find a friend, give them some advice, receive some advice. Have a blessed day.